Hello and welcome to the Energy Connect studio at the World Utilities Congress 2025 in Abu Dhabi. I'm delighted to have sitting next to me in the studio today Dr. Mostafa AlGuezeri, Managing Director for Gulf and Maghreb at Hitachi Energy. Thank you so much, Dr. Mostafa, for joining us in the studio.
Thank you, CS. It's an honor to be here today. Thank you, Energy Connect, for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. And to start off, one of the most common discussions that we hear today is around the ever-increasing demand for electricity. So what are the kind of challenges that you foresee from there, and what are the strategies that the industry needs to adopt to deal with that?
Thank you. Very important question. I will start with who is Hitachi Energy first of all. Hitachi Energy is a Swiss company owned by Japanese group, which is Hitachi Limited. So we were a business unit under ABB till 2018, when Hitachi acquired this power grid division from ABB, and we became at the end Hitachi Energy, 100% owned by Hitachi Limited Group in Japan and Tokyo. So we have 5 business units within the company, which is high voltage, cater for all high voltage products, transformers, all transformers from small, medium, large power transformers, and then we have the grid integration, which integrate the engineered turnkey packages within the transmission and sub-transmission projects and schemes, as well as they have the power quality products, and they have as well the HVDC schemes, which is globally now on demand. Also, we have the business unit grid automation, which basically takes care of the automation part, protection and softwares of the grid. And then the last business unit caters for the service for the entire installed base from Hitachi Energy, and previously, of course, when we were the legacy installed base from ABB time. So we are available in 120 plus countries worldwide. We have more than 45,000 employees worldwide, and we have our products out of these business units and, of course, solutions. So looking at what are we facing globally nowadays, we are facing increase in demand. We're seeing the energy transition. We're seeing the supercycle, and the challenges behind that demand is increasing, supply is limited, and here as a company we saw what do with these challenges. We need to find the right solutions. So we expanded the footprints of our factories. We expanded the technology to cater for such supercycle. So for example, I will take the transformer part. We have announced since last year $1.5 billion in order to expand our footprints globally and diversify the supply chain to cater for this supercycle. We found geographically different factories to supply for different geographies worldwide. So for example, we're having China now supplying here in this region, which was not happening before. So supply chain is very critical and the biggest challenge in order to be able to cater for this supercycle and energy transition. One thing else, additional to the supply chain, you need to find the right number of manpower and resources to cater for this. Without resources, we will not be able to do this. So this is another challenge. One more challenge here we have to have, and this was communicated in the morning by His Excellency Suhail Mazrouei in the opening, that all stakeholders need to work together, from OEMs, utilities, customers, consumers. All of us need to work hand in hand and to find the right structure of how can we deliver a sustainable, reliable, affordable, dependable grid. So all stakeholders need to be hand in hand, cooperating, collaborating in order to cater for the supercycle and the energy transition happening nowadays, in order to ensure a sustainable energy future for now and for the generation to come.
Thank you very much for that very comprehensive overview. And to dive a little deep into what you mentioned about supply chains, why is a robust supply chain so critical in ensuring, like you said, that the super cycles here and then the expansion requirements of the grid, and what are the kind of opportunities that Hitachi Energy is looking at?
Well, here you're talking of supply versus demand. Yeah, demand is very high, supply is limited. So if we go back 2, 3, 4 years or 5 years, yeah, with the supply factors what we have, we couldn't cater for whatever happening today. So you need to increase, you need to expand your current supply production lines in order to cater for the demands required. So with this, we have to expand geographically into different places that we need to expand our production lines, and as well to find other countries which were not part of the supplying to a region, for example. We need to take from them. If they are, we see basically what's the production line versus demand and requirement in different regions, and we need to do the entire math in order to be able to cater for the supercycle demand happening nowadays.
And one of the elements that we've also seen recently is the element of energy security. And over the long run, I think the measures that you just described, how do you see that all those measures addressing this issue?
This is having different elements here, yeah? So you have the increase in demand, so you have new generation now coming to the market, like renewables, versus whatever conventional we used to have before. So having this in the grid, so you need to expand your grid, the transmission and sub-transmission. Not only that, you need to secure that you will have the grid reliable. To do this, you need to do other type of projects, which is power quality projects, in order to make sure of the stability of the grid. So this is all included under the phrase of energy security. And every country, they have their vision, they have their plan to expand accordingly. Whatever this cycle I've just mentioned needs to be implemented.
And we are here at the World Utilities Congress. What are the next steps and what are you looking forward to from your Hitachi Energy point of view?
Well, with these type of events, I really like it a lot, because it brings everybody under one roof. Yeah? So you have the end users, you have the regulatory, you have the OEMs, you have the EPCs, you have consumers, everybody under one roof, that we can exchange what is the latest state-of-art technologies in the market, who is new to the market, what are the strategies, what are the vision of the leadership in the country, in order to prepare and plan ourselves properly to take for the next step. And WC for me is, I really like it, I adore it. It's a focused event where you have all the stakeholders within TAQA together under one roof, that we can come into discussions and we see how can we collaborate together for the vision of the leadership here in the country.
Dr. Mostafa, it's been such a pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for your valuable insights.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity once again, and all the best.
Thanks for watching, and you can get more interviews like this and comprehensive coverage of the energy industry at energyconnects.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media, and I'll be back with more studio interviews from the World Utilities Congress. Stay tuned.